Inside the final week of the regular season, teams are focused on one thing: finishing strong. That could be the tagline for the Bulls' front court, whose physical play has carried this team all season. Now, imagine Derrick Rose back in the mix. Tonight, they take their fight for the 3 seed against the desperation of the Heat's playoff hopes. For a team used to playing in June, the prospect of a season ending in April is great motivation. This is the push to the playoffs on TNT.
On a mild 74-degree night in South Florida, we welcome you to American Airlines Arena, and it has come down to the final games of the season for the Heat to make it into the playoffs. The NBA on TNT is presented by State Farm. It's the Chicago Bulls facing the Miami Heat. Game 1 of our Thursday night doubleheader. Here's a look at the playoff picture in the Eastern Conference. Chicago and Toronto tied for the number 3 slot. Washington only a game back. Boston and Brooklyn tied for 7th and 8th. Miami and Indiana 1 game back. The Heat with 4 games to play, including tonight.
Jimmy Butler couldn't play, had a bad calf. Derrick Rose would play his 2nd straight game. And how about this, Isaiah?
Everyone's excited to see this done. The Bulls bench is up, Chicago standing up. Everybody's happy. Tested the leg, tested the knee. It works, it's good. 2-hand, I'm gonna drop it in.
12-point night, 5 out of 15. Pau Gasol working down low.
White side chicken, Ernie.
Good defense, better offense right
Pau
there.
Gasol's been playing great. A lot of double-doubles this year.
Meantime,
I'm not surprised.
Watch Hassan Whiteside. Take it into the paint to Joe Cook over Gasol.
Okay, baby, Bill Russell.
Miami down 2 after 1, but then they dominate the 2nd quarter. Goran Dragic. What a finish that
That was a tough layup right there.
That was T-Mac-like. D-Wade floating and connecting off glass. They're up 34-26. But Michael Beasley was the story in the first half, and especially in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, he was on fire. He came out with a lot of energy, got the crowd ignited with that celebratory shot right there.
Celebration got him 6 minutes in the 2nd half.
The T-Mac theory, at least. Dang with the finish there, 29-6 run to end the half. They're up 51-32 at the break, and then they get outscored 33-8 by the Bulls in the 3rd quarter. That's hard to do.
It's very difficult to do and very difficult for a coach to understand, because you just had a 33-point 2nd quarter, and now you come back out and you give up 33 points to a Chicago team that's not really known for their offensive outbursts.
Rose, you saw with that floater, and then Aaron Brooks can still do that, T-Mac.
What was Beasley doing on that? Did he slip on a banana peel or
Maybe
something?
that was the reason we didn't see any more of it.
Yeah.
Gasol with that follow, and then Mike Dunleavy open for 3. Bang. That's a 28-6 run, part of that 33-8 quarter, and then Brooks again.
Bulls look like they're ready for them Cavs. Look like they're ready for them Cavs.
That would be in the conference semis, perhaps. D-Wade with a bad pass. It's not going to be a backcourt because Brooks hustles down and says, "Wait, while I'm here."
That's his confidence right there.
I don't need no dribble, Isaiah.
No, I'm hot right now.
Wade struggling through a 4-for-20 shooting night, finishing with 9 points.
Yeah, D-Wade looked like he was tired today. He didn't have that boost like he normally has.
Again, back iron. And the night was basically finished for Miami after they blow the 19-point halftime lead.
Nikola
Mirotic for 3. He's going to get some Rookie of the Year votes.
He'll get some votes, but I think Wiggins is the Rookie of the Year.
Yeah, I don't think he's going to get enough, but he is going to get some for sure. Yeah. And because boy, he stepped up when they had no Butler and they had no Rose. He was big, and he's been big in the 4th quarter too. 89-78. Chicago with the win over Miami, so the Heat have lost 5 of their last 6 and 8 of their last 11. The coaches were wearing the mics for a little State Farm audio assist.
Let's just find a way. Somehow we got to get some stops. Some stops and some energy. If we get
They're scoring every time. If we get some in the open court, it'll help everybody out. But we got to get stops to do it. Now, obviously, we've had some tough offensive possessions. Against this team, we're going to have to execute. We're all frustrated. We all got to do this together. And we got to show more collective grit. Collective grit when it's not going our way, okay? But we will help each other if we dig down and get stops. At the end of the day, we can't give up a 40-point quarter and then face their best defense every time. We got to do the tough things, get 3 stops in a row, see if we can play where it's loosened up a little bit. Come on, man. Come on. Show some toughness.
Thanks to the coaches for wearing the mics. Now the Coors Light Cold Hard Facts, and this is going to be very beneficial. This is just not a sponsored item, guys. We are going to figure out who's going to have the 8 spot, because I'm going to get you 3 to weigh in. Boston has at Cleveland and home against Cleveland, home against Toronto, and Wednesday at Milwaukee. What do they finish with those 4 games? A home and home with the Cavs, home with Toronto, at Milwaukee.
2-2.
3-1.
3-1.
1-3.
Let's see, that doesn't help me at all. We'll go 2-2.
Oh man, 1-3.
No, because we have 3 different opinions, so we'll go 2-2 there. Brooklyn is going home against the Wiz, at Milwaukee, home against the Bulls, home against the Magic.
2-2.
2-2.
2-2. Maybe we're not going to solve anything here. Indiana at Detroit, home against OKC, home against the Wiz, at Memphis.
1-3. Yeah. 1-3.
2-2.
I'm going 1-3. Had 2 of them there.
What kind of test is this?
Miami home with the
Raptors.
Raptors. Miami's home with the Raptors, home with the Magic, and finish at Philly.
2-1.
2-1. I agree. Okay, so as I do the math, that's 37-45 for the Heat. Indiana, 36-46. And these guys are both 2-2. 38-44. 38-44. That looks to me like Boston and Brooklyn get 7 and 8.
I agree with the math.
I like it.
We didn't even do
that again? Where's Miami at on that?
37-45.
They finished.
And where's Brooklyn?
9th, 10th.
44 losses.
This was a bad loss for Miami.
It was. I think it's a crusher for them.
Yeah.
I really do. When you're up 19 in your gym and a chance to close the gap and you don't get it done, man, that hurts.
Yeah, it does. It's demoralizing. It deflates you. And you heard Coach Spo say, hey, we're all frustrated. And how do you bounce back from that in the next 2 or 3 games?